I see your dirty face hide behind your collar. What is done in vain? Truth is hard to swallow, so you pray to God to justify the way you live a lie, live a lie, live a lie. And you take your time and you do your crime. Will you make your bed? I made mine. Because when I arrive, I'll bring the fire, make you come alive. I can take you higher. What this is, forgot. I must now remind you. Let it rock, let it rock, let it rock. Now the son's disgraced. He who knew his father when he cursed his name turned and chased the dollar, but it broke his heart. So he stuck his middle finger to the world, to the world, to the world. And you take your time and you stand in line where you'll get what's yours. I got mine. Because when I arrive, I'll bring the fire, make you come alive. I can take you higher. What this is, forgot. I must now remind you. Let it rock, let it rock, let it rock. Yeah, Wayne's World, Planet Rock, Penny Strap, and the tops. And she gon' rock till the camera stop. I sing about angels like Angel Eye, rock, and Pay My Life, rock, and Samadai, rock, and Amanda, and Tamara, me, Najee, moi. I'm in here like, bitch, what's up? Mechanic, me, I can fix you up, I can dig you up, I can dig you down. Shout it, we could go wherever, just pick a town. And my jewelry is louder than an engine sound. Big ass rocks like on the ground, dirty like socks that's on the ground. We say, because when I arrive, I'll bring the fire, make you come alive. I can take you higher. What this is, forgot. I must now remind you. Let it rock, let it rock, let it rock. Because when I arrive, I'll bring the fire, make you come alive. I can take you higher. What this is, forgot. I must now remind you. Let it rock, let it rock, let it rock. Just let it rock, let it rock, let it rock. Let it rock, let it rock. I'm back like I forgot something. I'm something. Rolling, rock, rubbing, rap, running. Miles like it's trying to get a flat stomach. Like Wayne, a personal trainer. My aim is perfect, I bang ya. Period, like the reminder. I wish I could be as cruel as you. And I wish I could say the things you do. But I can't and I won't live a lie. No, not this time.
Every game has its ups and its downs. But when things go sideways, the road to recovery is an easy call. From training to surgery to therapy, call on the expertise of the orthopedics and sports medicine team at Regional Health. Our lineup of specialists, surgeons, therapists, and trainers provide support and top quality care for athletes at every level. Visit us in Spearfish or at our new orthopedic and specialty hospital in Rapid City. Regional Health gets you back in the game, better than ever. Find your specialist at regionalhealth.org/orthopedics.
Menholt Auto Group is a proud supporter of the South Dakota State Baseball Tournament and would like to wish good luck to all participating players and teams. Have a great game and knock one out of the park. From Denny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet, Toyota, and Rushmore Honda.
The cowboys have their horses, the mountaineers their mules. Even Santa has his reindeer. And this guy, he's got this truck.
Well, it finally happened, Zachary. Somebody burned down my she shed.
Nobody burned down your she shed, Cheryl.
Well, my she shed's on fire.
The she shed was struck by lightning.
Zachary, is my she shed covered by State Farm?
Your she shed's covered, Cheryl.
You hear that, Victor? I'm getting a new she shed.
She shear?
Mm-hmm.
That's wonderful news.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Are you looking to steal a deal on your next vehicle? Whether you're looking for a car, truck, or SUV, shop from over 1,000 vehicles at menholtauto.com. Menholt Auto Group is a proud supporter of the South Dakota State Baseball Tournament and would like to wish good luck to all participating players and teams. Have a great game and knock one out of the park from Denny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet, Toyota, and Rushmore Honda. All 3 stores conveniently located off I-90 Exit 60, Rapid City.
Life's an adventure filled with excitement, challenges, and achievements. Farmers Union Insurance Agency can provide you the safety net to keep you moving towards your goals and enjoying life's rewards. With multiple locations across the state, Farmers Union Insurance agents provide quick quotes and professional services you deserve. Since 1948, Farmers Union Insurance Agency is focused on insuring the people of South Dakota, from the most remote quarter section to the busiest intersection. Farmers Union Insurance Agency, ensuring a brighter tomorrow.
What does it take to burn 1 calorie and enjoy the great taste of Miller Lite? A walk to the bar. More taste is worth 1 more calorie. What are you holding? Miller Lite. Hold true.
Some people say the good old days are gone, but Harry K keeps proving them all wrong. The K stands for quality, like the way things used to be. The best sales and service in Central South Dakota. Harry K, the people difference. Harry K, the people difference.
Right now is a great time to be planning for the next growing season. Fall fertilizer application can give your crops a strong start in the spring. Because the nutrients available and needed in each field vary, your Agtegra agronomist can help determine your specific nutrient needs and the benefits of applying them now. To optimize your inputs for next year's crop, contact your Agtegra agronomist for details or visit agtegra.com today.
Best tailgate? It's gotta be burgers. And an ice cold Coke.
Real football y pollo asado.
Hoops and wings. Dude, subs.
Nah, hot dog.
No, Dodger dog.
I'll drink to that. Pass me a Coke. It's gotta be crawfish. Mac and cheese.
No. 7-layer dip.
Ribs.
No contest.
Hummus.
What?
You need a hot grill.
And an ice cold Coke.
Of course.
Football and Coke. Come on.
It's got to be Coke.
Game day? Race day.
Calls for Coke. You know it.
It's Tailgating 101.
Are you looking to steal a deal on your next vehicle? Whether you're looking for a car, truck, or SUV, shop from over 1,000 vehicles at menholtauto.com. Menholt Auto Group is a proud supporter of the South Dakota State Baseball Tournament and would like to wish good luck to all participating players and teams. Have a great game and knock one out of the park from Denny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet, Toyota, and Rushmore Honda. All 3 stores conveniently located off I-90 Exit 60, Rapid City.
Miller Lite is brewed with great taste, only 96 calories, and 0 grams of sugar. Now that's a combo. Miller Lite, hold true.
Life's an adventure filled with excitement, challenges, and achievement. Farmers Union Insurance can provide you the safety net to keep you moving toward your goals and enjoying life's rewards. With multiple locations across the state, Farmers Union Insurance agents provide quick quotes and professional services you deserve. Since 1948, Farmers Union Insurance has focused on insuring the people of South Dakota. From the most remote quarter section to the busiest intersection, Farmers Union Insurance, insuring a brighter tomorrow.
We've got a history of serving you, a history of family-owned community banking that goes back over 100 years. We grew up here, we're local, and local ownership means local decisions. It means our products are tailored to meet local needs. We take pride in our support of many local organizations and encourage community growth through charitable contributions and employee involvement. First Fidelity Bank, member FDIC. First-class banking on a first-name basis.
The Golden Buffalo Casino at Lower Brule is proud of our area youth for their competitive spirit and participation in the various high school activities. It takes dedication and commitment to be the best you can be. It's all about sportsmanship and not whether you win or lose, but how you play the game. The Golden Buffalo Casino is your winning destination for great food and more ways to win. More often, our youth, our future. We at the Golden Buffalo Casino say thanks for all you do.
Are you looking to steal a deal on your next vehicle? Whether you're looking for a car, truck, or SUV, shop from over 1,000 vehicles at menholtauto.com. Menholt Auto Group is a proud supporter of the South Dakota State Baseball Tournament and would like to wish good luck to all participating players and teams. Have a great game and knock one out of the park from Denny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet, Toyota, and Rushmore Honda. All 3 stores conveniently located off I-90 Exit 60, Rapid City.
Miller Lite is brewed for great taste with only 96 calories and 0 grams of sugar. So when one's done, it's the perfect time to start another. Miller Lite, hold true.
Shop local with Burke and Gregory Building Centers, your hometown hardware stores, specializing in everything from finding the right drill bit to building your dream home. The crew at Burke and Gregory Building Centers take pride in customer service and are always available to help with any project, big or small. They offer top-of-the-line flooring and cabinetry, a large inventory of rental items, quality Pittsburgh paint, and so much more. Follow them on Facebook and shop online anytime at bgbuildingcenter.com.
Well, it finally happened, Zachary. Somebody burned down my she shed.
Nobody burned down your she shed, Cheryl.
Well, my she shed's on fire.
The she shed was struck by lightning.
Zachary, is my she shed covered by State Farm?
Your she shed's covered, Cheryl.
You hear that, Victor? I'm getting a new she shed.
She shed?
Mm-hmm.
That's wonderful news.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Yep. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to coverage of the 87th Annual State Amateur Baseball Tournament here at Cadwell Park in Mitchell, South Dakota. This is Jody Brozick of LiveTicket.tv bringing you coverage of Game 1 with the Commissioner, Brock Greenfield. Brock, welcome aboard. Good day. It's good to be back. It good is to see good to you be again, back. my friend. Are you excited?
I am. I always love this time of year. It's the culmination to a long, grueling baseball season. And these days get long, but every day is a new day, and this is the highlight of my summer for sure.
It is, and it's double excitement for me right now. Double excitement because it's Winter Colome on the field. I get to see my home team. Game 1. Let's go ahead and get to starting lineups here. As this is Dylan Lamley on the mound pitching.
Connor Hopkins.
Oh, excuse me. It's Connor Hopkins. I was looking. That doesn't make sense. Dylan Lamley hasn't pitched an inning all season long. It's Connor Hopkins, the big man on the mound. He is being caught by Chandler Backley of Martin. The infield from first to third, it is Dylan Lamley there, Reed Harder at second. The shortstop is going to be Derek Gracer, and at third base, Kelly O'Brien.
Pretty good bunt by Stitz. He's going to go for a base hit. He's going to advance on an error, and he's looking for more. He's going to end up on third base after that. Unfortunate. They should have, in my estimation, just accepted the fact that it was going to be a hit. But you got the competitive juices flowing. You try to make a good play. And
right out of the chute, they're trying to make it.
Yeah.
You know, it was interesting. Kelly O'Brien on cue, as I announced him, had an opportunity to make the play there. It's going to be an E3 as that one gets up the line.
E5.
E5, excuse me. Yep. The outfield is Zach Harder, and left center field is Jeff Harris. And then finally in right field, AC as he's known, Austin Calhoun. This one's going to be fouled off. Count will go 0-1. Let's get to this lineup here for it is Lennox only one stop. Is that correct?
It's the only one alpacas this year.
Only one alpacas of Lennox. Yeah. Billy Stitt started things off there for Lennox. Justin Riley is now at the plate. Drew Sweeter will bat third. It is Chris Krupinski going to be batting cleanup. Jared Fodness will be the DH batting fifth. Matt Hansen will bat sixth. Tyson Stabner seventh. Ryan Pingray will bat eighth. And Tyler Leisinger. That's another name that you're going to be familiar with from the State B Senior State Tournament. Man on the mound for the only one alpacas, Brock Anderson. That strikes fear in the hearts of people from Winter Colome because he's beaten us quite a bit over the years.
Yeah, I think he's the Legion pickup, correct?
That is correct.
And Legion players, of course, are confined to their Legion pitching rules, so Brock Anderson will be trying to be efficient, work effectively tonight, because he will only be allowed 105 pitches. But he's certainly been a key component of that Lennox Championship baseball team this year, and see what the kid can do against the veteran club from Winter Colome.
I believe against, I'm not sure who they played on Sunday, might have been Redfield in the first semifinal. Brock with 105 pitches in that game on Sunday.
They claim that he hadn't thrown since Friday.
Huh.
So
I've got video.
yeah, that's interesting. Because if he did, he's
may not
eligible.
Right.
Unless he only, if he threw Friday and then if he threw 105 pitches on Sunday, he would not be eligible to play tonight.
So Hopkins high in the strike zone, going to walk the number 2 man in the lineup.
No, that was the 3-man.
3-man. As I was doing lineups, I missed out number 1.
Riley went down swinging.
Yep. Gotcha.
So that was Drew Sweeter, and this is Chris Krupinski.
Sweeter, a good bat in the lineup, not a bad one to work around. Krupinski, the cleanup hitter, probably not a bad hitter either if he's going to be batting fourth here. Hopkins gets his call, nods, checks the runner. Got to kick home a fastball. That's one thing Connor is good at, delivering the heat.
That was quite a swing from Krupinski. It looks like, according to the program, he batted .317 on the regular season. Of course, there has been a district tournament in there, so I don't know. Sometimes guys get hot in a district tournament. Sometimes they cool off. But on the season, his body of work showed that he was a .317 hitter. I noticed one of the hottest hitters in our district tournament up in District 1 came into the tournament here with a 143 average in the program. And after the district tournament, it's probably closer to 250 or maybe even more, depending on how many at-bats he'd had on the season.
It's all about timing, isn't it?
It is. It really is. He got hot, and he was batting at a torrid pace during the district tournament, always on base.
1-2 your count here to Krupinski. Hopkins from that stretch. Another fastball. This one high and away. 2-2.
I'm not familiar with Hopkins. Is he a new addition to the team, or
he was a pitching coach down in Iowa 2 years ago. Kid will bring it 90 mile an hour consistently all game long.
So he's the one that threw a gem earlier in the season, I think. I read. Did he come from Mitchell? Is he with DWU?
Yes, that is accurate, Brock.
Okay. So, yeah, I did read about him. He had a heck of an outing earlier in the season. I think
might have been a perfect
game. Yeah. Lots of strikeouts. So, Jared Fudness now the batter. He's the designated hitter.
Just going to go back a little bit into this summer and postseason play in all levels of baseball. This is the 6th meeting between Winter Colome and Lennox. If you go down to the 10U, the 6U, Junior Teener, Junior Legion.
Well, they're so close together, they might as well play each other a lot.
Right now, we hold a 3-2 advantage. We don't want to give up that advantage here to Lennox after they claim that State B Legion title.
Congratulations go out once again to those guys. They had a hard-fought game yesterday with Redfield.
Redfield
lost
impressed, didn't they?
Yeah, they really did. Redfield had a hard-fought game to get there, winning 1-0. We'll talk more about it when we come back.
We'll be back in 60 seconds with starting lineups for the only one alpaca when we get back. Alpaca, Mexican pack. We'll be back in 60.
The Lodestar Casino in Fort Thompson has over 200 slot machines, and our blackjack tables are open Wednesday through Sunday. Big things are always happening at the Lodestar Casino and Motel, located just minutes from the interstate, nestled along the Missouri River on the Crow Creek Indian Reservation. You'll find some of the best camping, fishing, and hunting in the region. Whether you're just passing through or plan on staying at our motel, come enjoy an experience that will keep you coming back for more. See you soon at the Lodestar Casino.
Are you looking to steal a deal on your next vehicle? Whether you're looking for a car, truck, or SUV, shop from over 1,000 vehicles at menholtauto.com. Menholt Auto Group is a proud supporter of the South Dakota State Baseball Tournament and would like to wish good luck to all participating players and teams. Have a great game and knock one out of the park. From Denny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet, Toyota, and Rushmore Honda. All 3 stores conveniently located off I-90 Exit 60, Rapid City.
Miller Lite is brewed with great taste, only 96 calories, and 0 grams of sugar. Now that's a combo. Miller Lite, hold true. What does it take to burn 1 calorie and enjoy the great taste of Miller Lite? A walk to the bar. More taste is worth 1 more calorie. What are you holding? Miller Lite. Hold true.
Welcome back to Cadwell Park. LiveTicket.tv coverage of the state amateur baseball tournament. Jody Brozick of LiveTicket.tv with Brock Greenfield, the commissioner for South Dakota Amateur Baseball Association, doing double duty, doing the game changer for the state tournament, and then also working with me on the mic as we don't have coverage from a radio station. That's kind of quite unusual.
So if you're sitting there at home wondering where I can find live stats, go to gc.com or gamechanger.com. But that's gc.com. That's a hit, isn't it?
That is a hit. That's a tough play for the shortstop.
That's a tough one. Coming off the mound the way it did. Going to give that an infield hit. Jeff Harris, the leadoff batter for Winter Colome, is actually from Parkston. He's been a very key part of that team for a number of years. I remember seeing him play right field and just waiting for the ball to be hit to him fairly hard because he was darn well going to throw it to first base and try to peg the guy. He had a lot of 9-3 putouts over the years. Well, over the years he's had a lot of them.
Let's get to that complete lineup here real quick for Winter Colome with Jeff Harris leading things off. He is playing center field. Reed Harder will bat second, playing second. Austin Calhoun is batting third, playing right field. Dylan Lamley, the cleanup hitter. Zach Harder will bat fifth. Derek Gracer, sixth. Chandler Backley, Bennett County, will bat seventh. Austin Ritchie, the DH tonight, actually still today, for Connor Hopkins, the pitcher on the mound. Kelly O'Brien will be that double leadoff. He is going, Kelly O'Brien's one that threw the perfect game. Now that I think about your comment, Kelly O'Brien playing third tonight threw the perfect game for Winter Colome. I only know that because he missed practice the night before. And in the dugout prior to the game, I won't say which teammate and him got into a scuffle about missing punches thrown, going down. All he does is go out and throws a perfect game after that altercation in his own dugout.
Wow.
What a way to get a guy fired up, right?
Boy, I guess. There's a little piece of advice for all you guys, all you aspiring pitchers. Just go and get in a scuffle before your game and get the juices flowing, huh?
That's the key. So defensively for Lennox, only one alpaca. This is Brock Anderson, the outstanding pitcher for Lennox over the last few years in the high school ranks and in the Legion ranks on the mound. Catching him is Tyson Stabner, his teammate, Legion teammate. The infield is Justin Riley at first, Chris Krupinski at second. Shortstop is going to be Drew Sweeter. Third base is Matt Hansen. The outfield from left to right, Ryan Pingray. Center field is Billy Stitz and and Tyler Leisinger in right field.
Austin Calhoun now the batter. Austin Calhoun has been raking for years. He's a young man yet, but I remember seeing him play against my Legion kids probably 8-10 years ago, and I couldn't believe the way he swung the bat. And he has just annihilated the ball historically here at the state tournament. I see he batted .406 on the year, so just a good hitter all around. He can hit the fastball. He can hit the off-speed stuff. He doesn't get cheated either.
Never gets cheated.
I think he won a state batting title one year too, if I'm not mistaken.
2 or 3 years ago here he did. Actually, in one of those games, I think it was against Northville maybe, had a couple dingers off the scoreboard possibly in that game when we were here.
I think you're right, yeah.
Tough man on the mound, Brock Anderson. He falls behind to the big stick Brock's talking about. 3-1 the count. Hitter's pitch here. This could get fun.
Or not.
Or not.
That's anticlimactic. The big build-up, and then I have a walk. Anyway, what I was saying as we went to the break in between innings is that Redfield, they were arguably a underdog throughout that whole tournament. They had a really good team, but I think a lot of people overlooked them. But they just kept winning. They kept beating good teams, and they got to that championship game. And in the first inning, their starting pitcher, who had just been cleared yesterday to pitch, he went down, re-aggravating an old knee injury. So the emergency reliever came in. It took him a little while to get warmed up. They did score 2 runs in that first inning, and that's all the runs that were scored in the state championship game.
How about that semifinal against Hartford Humboldt?
Yeah.
1-0.
That's, Bennett.
Oh, Brock Anderson.
Well, and Lamley. Oh, my goodness. Lamley did not take off right away. He stood there thinking, I guess, that it was going to be caught, and then was slow to respond, but the throw from the catcher is errant, and it allows a run to score.
Now you always see umpires take time to let catchers regroup. Who's going to walk out there and let Brock regroup for a second? Brock takes a fastball off the leather on his hip, which created mass pandemonium out there. And it's the only way to describe it. Tyson Stabner, his catcher, when they finally bring it home, tries to relay it to first for that double play and sends it down that right field line. It is 1-0 after all that, but my immediate thoughts were Brock on the mound. Jiminy Christmas. That was a rocket.
Yeah, it was. It was well hit. Lamley, one of those guys that doesn't get cheated either, and he got a good hack and hit a laser beam up the middle. Lucky to get a glove on it. Lucky to oh, no. That ball dove at the last second, and it clipped. Actually, it did more than clip Zach Harder. It clobbered him.
Right.
Derek Gracer going to work his way to the mound now. We're going to have a little break in the action. But as you said, I think the catch, I think it was just kind of sensory overload. You realize that the guy didn't take off right away, so all you're doing is trying to throw the ball there, accurately, but you're not trying to put too much on it. My advice to young players out there is do what you would normally do. Clear to one side or the other and fire it down. I don't think he cleared. I think he tried to throw over the runner, and he threw over the runner and the first baseman. He should have stepped one way or the other, a couple steps, and just fired it down. I have a hunch that it would have saved the run, and probably there would be 2 outs on the board.
I think you're absolutely right.
Derek Gracer now up to bat. He gets some pretty good hacks, as you'll see throughout the course of the game. Derek's been a mainstay in this lineup for about 12 years, if I'm not mistaken. I remember seeing him clear back when he was in Legion Ball, and he was a young and upcoming stud. Gracer batting .355 on the season. One of the, if not the best, pitchers on the squad too. There are probably 2 or 3 guys that could lay claim to that ace status on any other team, but on this team, they all probably vie for it. And on any given day, it could be one or the other.
Now give me a scouting report on Harris. Good outfielder, obviously getting the start. 1 out.
Yep. And like I said, I've seen him play in right field a lot, but I think he's got the nod in center field tonight.
Is he an added arm to the arsenal?
No,
he's not.
No, not a pitcher. He throws well from the outfield, but I've never seen him pitch. Oops. I got to catch my game changer up here. Give me a moment.
I kind of fell asleep too on my scoring.
Well, I just had to finish scoring it, and then I put fly out foul. Straightaway center field, I don't think it's foul ground.
No, it is not.
You said it's Backley?
Bakley.
Bakley.
Chandler Bakley.
And another new addition, is that correct?
It's my understanding that he had played for Martin in the past. So this is a new addition to the winter squad. Chandler, my last opportunity to kind of cover him in sports, high school wrestling, his senior year, disappeared after that, and here he shows up in a winter Colome Pheasant uniform.
Any idea how long ago it was that he was wrestling?
2 years ago.
Okay.
Actually, it would have been, going into his junior year at school.
So we've got 0-2 the count. Brock Anderson, incidentally, the Legion pitcher again, confined to a pitch count. He has now thrown 24 pitches here in the first inning. There's a fly ball lifted out to shallow left center field, fairly shallow anyway. Stitz is over, makes the play, hauls it in, and Anderson will finish that inning with 25 pitches.
Winter Colome comes up with 1 run on 1 hit. They strand 3, and they should feel fortunate to get the 1 across as things unravel there. We're going to step away for 60 seconds. Back for more state amateur baseball action here at Cadwell Park in 60 seconds.
Some people say the good old days are gone, but Harry K keeps proving them all wrong. The K stands for quality, like the way things used to be. The best sales and service in Central South Dakota. Harry K, the people difference. Harry K, the people difference.
Right now is a great time to be planning for the next growing season. Fall fertilizer application can give your crops a strong start in the spring. Because the nutrients available and needed in each field vary, your Agtegra agronomist can help determine your specific nutrient needs and the benefits of applying them now. To optimize your inputs for next year's crop, contact your Agtegra agronomist for details or visit agtegra.com today.
Best tailgate? It's gotta be burgers. And an ice cold Coke.
Real football y pollo asado.
Hoops and wings. Dude, subs.
Nah, hot dog.
No, Dodger dog.
I'll drink to that. Pass me a Coke. It's gotta be crawfish.
Mac and cheese. No. 7-layer dip.
Ribs.
No contest.
Hummus.
What?
You need a hot grill.
An ice cold Coke.
Of course.
Football and Coke. Come on.
It's got to be Coke.
Game day? Race day.
Calls for Coke. You know it.
It's Tailgating 101.
Welcome back to Cadwell Park. Jody Brozick and Brock Greenfield on the call, bringing you coverage of the opening game. Double pleasure for me as it's Winter Colome taking on Lennox. Only one alpaca. Only one alpaca. I'm still trying. That's got to be a Johnny Kirshner thing, doesn't it?
I'm not sure. The Kirshners have their hands on a lot of things there in Lennox baseball, that's for sure.
Top of 2 here in Mitchell.
The count to Matt Hansen, 2-1. He's a .307 hitter on the year. It's going to be 2-2 now after that pitch. Kind of a unique delivery. He locks and loads, brings it all at once. It's a pretty slow wind, and then all of a sudden, here's the ball on you. Yeah. Hansen goes down swinging on a high inside pitch. That one's one of those that's pretty tantalizing. It's tough to lay off that.
I've seen him record 20-some strikeouts in a game. 24, I think I had him for one night of the 27 outs.
Not shabby. Not too shabby. Tyson Stabner now the batter, pickup player from the Legion team. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Batted .388 on the season. I believe that would be Legion only. I'm not 100% sure how these teams choose to report that, but that would be my guess. Of course, some of the players play dual eligible. They're playing Legion baseball when their Legion team has a game. They're playing amateur baseball to fill in. Some of these players have become mainstays on their amateur team too as the year has gone on. So
some of these kids are getting 40, 50 games a summer with that.
Absolutely. Swing and a miss. Again, high. Cheese on the 2-2 count. Too close to lay off.
I think going back to Tyson real quick, I don't really remember him standing out behind the plate. Consistent, but some of his best work are defensively behind the plate. He's a great catcher.
I see. Ryan Pingray now the batter. Left fielder batting, I forget, I just looked, 289 on the season. Takes that one from ball one.
Hopkins really now starting to fill it up inside, outside, downstairs, upstairs.
To me, like, yeah, he does a good job of working in and out, keeping guys guessing as to where the location is going to be. They can't just set their sights on one spot. Changing that eye level too, as we said on the third strike to the last two batters. That's pretty huge. I'm going to guess that he wants to go even here, so he's going to probably come with something that's over the plate. Oh.
Comes a little changeup maybe, and it slips.
Got away from him. That could be 3-1 now the count, so.
You'll get a fastball here.
You would think.
Just don't want to leave it belt high.
Once in a while, a guy is so confident in his stuff that he'll throw something off speed, but I'm guessing it's going to be a fastball. Especially to the 8 batter in the lineup, you tend to think that maybe you're more capable of blowing something by him. Maybe don't have to get too creative. And
wow,
strike 3. Snapper mow him down inning, huh?
How many do you have in the first? 2 or 1?
I don't know for sure. I'll look and I'll have that for you. Well, I can have it for you in a couple seconds. He's got 5 on the night.
5 on the night already. Connor Hopkins not disappointing in our kind of run-up to what he's done this season. We're going to step away for 60 seconds. Back for more from Cadwell in 60.
Are you looking to steal a deal on your next vehicle? Whether you're looking for a car, truck, or SUV, shop from over 1,000 vehicles at menholtauto.com. Menholt Auto Group is a proud supporter of the South Dakota State Baseball Tournament and would like to wish good luck to all participating players and teams. Have a great game and knock one out of the park from Denny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet, Toyota, and Rushmore Honda. All 3 stores conveniently located off I-90 Exit 60, Rapid City.
Miller Lite is brewed with great taste, only 96 calories, and 0 grams of sugar. Now that's a combo. Miller Lite, old true.
Assistant coach who was spearheading the deal said that's too big.
Oh, Packard Cadwell.
Pitch count. So
we're going to go ahead and cue Brock down as he's doing triple duty now here a little bit. You got your back, Brock.
Oh, shut up. How's that?
Oh, we got a little Kenny Chesney going on. Get along. Can't we all get along? Did you go listen to it?
Did I?
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Great song.
Yeah, it is. Leading off here in the bottom of the second inning, the designated hitter, Austin Ritchie. He takes that one for a strike. Austin Ritchie, another one of those that the 2 Austins, they terrorized my Legion team when we faced up with or met up with them. That ball just a little off the plate. I was kind of surprised to see Ritchie batting down in the order, but he is batting .341 on the season, so not a slouch by any means. Just he maybe is a little off his typical torrid pace, but 341 is nothing to scoff at.
Problem is these guys all get into a competition and see who can get more extra base hits.
Oh, yeah.
You're starting to see them get a little overconfident, aggressive at the plate. Maybe instead of hitting for average, they're trying to take out their teammate for the slugging percentage.
As a Legion coach who has some guys that are a little timid, I'd a lot rather have that than some guys who are just hoping to foul one off once in a while. Go up there and get your hacks. There's one a little inside for ball 4. Anderson now up to 30 pitches. Pitches amassing in a hurry, and that's not a good thing for him. As I said earlier, he's confined to 105. And you'd like to be into the 3rd inning if you're at the 30 mark, and he's just getting started here in the 2nd.
Speaking of a guy that doesn't get shorted on his cuts, Kelly O'Brien comes. Wait, did we have even one guy that didn't get shorted on cuts?
Kelly O'Brien,
Yes.
batting .476 on the season in the 9-hole here. I remember seeing this kid for the first time a couple years ago up at the All-Star game in Clark, the American Legion All-Star game, and my goodness, he was a stud. I had no idea what we had coming from down there, but he was tremendous. So I think he pitches and he is a good defender and he hit the ball well and he runs well. So
Kind of one of those 5-tool utility players that you like to reference?
14 tool, I think.
14 tool.
Yes, at least.
Okay.
At least. No, you're right. He's got all the attributes that coaches look for. That ball hugs him a little bit inside. It was a nice breaking ball from Anderson.
And this is kind of like a reunion between him and Brock Anderson. They've faced each other a few times over the high school and Legion seasons.
Oh, he goes down swinging there. That's out number 1 of the inning. The guy on first, Jeff Harris, is going to work his way to the plate. Again, if you're just joining us, I guess we'll forgive you for not being with us right off the bat. But this is Jeff Harris wearing a different uniform. He's a Parkston Mudcat. Been picked up as the Mudcats were eliminated. First time in a while, I think, that they've been eliminated. They've had some good runs. It wasn't long ago, and they were in the winner's circle at the end of the tournament. I don't know, 3, 4, 5 years ago, they won her all. So, but that's a tremendous league down there. The district is stacked, and that's kind of, it used to be Corn Belt. And now the Sunshine League has stepped up. There's talent throughout. There's talent all over, but those two are two of your power leagues and districts for sure.
You and I really like seeing how this tournament's going to shape up as we get deeper into the tournament. Which conference is pushing more teams through?
Yep.
It's kind of a barometer for us, as we go on. Corn Belt definitely on the rise as Canova wins it last year, right? Canova part of that.
It was an all Corn Belt championship game, in fact, because Flandreau played some just outstanding baseball throughout the tournament and ended up beating, among others, Alex along the way, and they were right in it till the bitter end. So, but you never know. South Central has represented well Crofton and Why Not over the years. I think, is that where Freeman is from? Ball hit well out to right field. I don't know if it's Lysinger. He gives chase and hauls it in, and runner tags up and moves up to third base after the ball is caught. That's Ritchie now on third base.
Off the bat, seeing it off the plate, out of the plate area, I was like, Major League, too high.
Yeah.
And that thing carried for Jeff.
Well, and as I look at the flags, they're actually looking like they'd be pushing against it. But I'll tell you what, that ball would have been out of a lot of amateur ballparks. Dimensions here at Cadwell: 340 to down the lines, 374 to the power gaps, and 420 to straightaway center. So this is a big league ballpark. Dimensions are, in fact, deeper. Back when I was a kid, I did some looking. I was curious how Clark shook out. So I was checking all the major league left field line dimensions. Clark's is used to be 337. There was one big league ballpark with a deeper left field line, and that was Chicago Cubs, 343. Everybody else was shallower. So when you're talking 340 down the lines, that's a poke, and the power alleys are not shallow by any means.
Oh, gonna get fisted on there. Brock will flip over to first base. His teammate will take it. That is Justin Riley for out number 3.
44 pitches now for Brock Anderson. Just an update on that.
We'll keep you abreast as Brock is limited to 105. We're through 2 complete. It's 1-0 Pheasants over only 1 Alpaca. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Life's an adventure filled with excitement, challenges, and achievement. Farmers Union Insurance can provide you the safety net to keep you moving toward your goals and enjoying life's rewards. With multiple locations across the state, Farmers Union Insurance agents provide quick quotes and professional services you deserve. Since 1948, Farmers Union Insurance has focused on insuring the people of South Dakota. From the most remote quarter section to the busiest intersection, Farmers Union Insurance, insuring a brighter tomorrow.
We've got a history of serving you, a history of family-owned community banking that goes back over 100 years. We grew up here. We're local, and local ownership means local decisions. It means our products are tailored to meet local needs. We take pride in our support of many local organizations and encourage community growth through charitable contributions and employee involvement. First Fidelity Bank, member FDIC. First-class banking on a first-name basis.
Welcome back to Cadwell Park. We'll go to the top of 3 in the opening game here of the state's amateur baseball tournament. This is going to be number 4 leading things off. It's Billy Stitz.
Yep.
Stitz.
No, this one isn't. This is
number 4.
Tyler Leisinger.
Oh, it's Leisinger.
And I don't know why he is not wearing the uniform that
he is. I'll never argue with our PA guy.
That's one thing that annoys me about these rosters. You know, if you've got guys with different uniform numbers, whether they wear orange or white, why don't you put it out there, you know, instead of making people guess? It's especially frustrating when the guy is not in the starting lineup. He comes in, and they say number 16 for number 23, and you're like, I don't have a 16, so then you have to guess.
No guessing that one. Hopkins going to get in. He's already had 5 strikeouts through 2 complete. 5 of the 6 strikeouts, or outs, have been strikeouts.
6 of 7 now. Pretty good stuff there. He went to a full count, and he's done that a couple times, but still 7 outs. He's thrown 40 pitches with a strikeout pitcher. That's not too shabby. Billy Stitz now, the leadoff batter, pickup player from Coleman, if I'm not mistaken. Taps this one back to Hopkins. He flips it over to first for out number 2. I think both the outs that have been recorded by the defense were 1-3, weren't they?
I think so.
The first baseman, Justin Riley.
Kind of a ball hog.
Well, you know what my immediate thoughts are, and we're in the booth, and we're not jinxing anybody at this point, but you remember the first play to open the game. The only base runner was an E5. Since then, every single batter in the lineup's been retired.
And I was actually right. It was a 1-3 put out back in the first. They had 2 runners on, I think, in the first inning.
Oh, yes, he did walk the third batter.
Right.
That was Sweeter that drew that walk.
Drew Sweeter drew that walk?
Drew Sweeter drew a walk.
Yeah.
Oh,
swing and a miss.
That's just filthy.
Yeah, it is. I said Gracer was arguably their ace, but again, Connor Hopkins making a pretty strong case for himself to be donned the ace. You know, that ball was borderline. It's a good thing that it got away, or that it's a good thing that it didn't get called because it got away from the catcher, and that would have led to a base runner.
Absolutely, I agree.
A cheap one.
And then you got Kelly O'Brien over at third with a perfect game.
Yeah, yeah, right. Those don't just come easy. I don't know who it was against or anything like that, but I remember when I was a kid, I was an okay pitcher. I used to go into games thinking I can no-hit these guys, and inevitably somebody would come up with a hit. And then I matured into adulthood, and my arm didn't mature, and I was no longer dominant, and All heck broke loose. I was on the other end. Teams would come in saying, I think every team every guy in the lineup could get a hit. And there's another strikeout swinging as the catcher, Bakley, right?
Correct.
Ends up tagging him out after it dipped into the dirt.
If it makes you feel any better, nobody considered me having a good arm, even in Little League. No runs on no hits, no errors. We have 2.5 complete. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
The Golden Buffalo Casino at Lower Brule is proud of our area youth for their competitive spirit and participation in the various high school activities. It takes dedication and commitment to be the best you can be. It's all about sportsmanship and not whether you win or lose, but how you play the game. The Golden Buffalo Casino is your winning destination for great food and more ways to win, more often. Our youth, our future. We at the Golden Buffalo Casino say thanks for all you do.
Are you looking to steal a deal on your next vehicle? Whether you're looking for a car, truck, or SUV, shop from over 1,000 vehicles at menholtauto.com. Menholt Auto Group is a proud supporter of the South Dakota State Baseball Tournament and would like to wish good luck to all participating players and teams. Have a great game and knock one out of the park from Denny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet, Toyota, and Rushmore Honda. All 3 stores conveniently located off I-90 Exit 60, Rapid City.
T-shirt said Virginia is for lovers. Had a Bible in
Welcome
his
back
left
to
hand,
Cadwell
had a
Park
bottle
here in
in
Mitchell,
the other.
South Dakota.
Said
Austin Calhoun, the leadoff batter for the Winter Colome Pheasants here. 406 on the season. Fouls that one off. Batting third, I believe, in the order here. Yes, right fielder for the Pheasants.
Quick apologies to everybody out there watching. Just had a couple people tell me the Pheasants are not playing Millbank.
Oh. Well, doggone it anyway.
We can fix that. I felt very good about getting everything set up, tested. It only took me 2.5 hours.
I've been getting some questions out there as far as whether this is on Game Changer, and it is. I'm going to drop the link here on my Facebook page, and I'll try to get it on the South Dakota Amateur Baseball Facebook page as well. So if you want to follow along, you should be able to just follow the tournament link and see all the games as they're happening. Dylan Lamley smashes this one again up the middle. This time it's off to the right side of the pitcher, and it goes for a single. Last at bat, he hit the one back up the middle,
right off Brock's
Anderson's
hip,
glove or hip or whatever. So.
The left fielder, Zach Carter.
Now Zach in his first at bat wore that curveball, late breaking curveball off that front knee. He's officially not had a plate appearance. There he comes right with that curveball right away. That one's going to just dribble down that first base line, and it's going to be picked up over there at first base. Easily tagging him out will be Justin Riley. There's 2 away now with the big man, Derek Gracer, coming to the plate. Brock starting to dial in that curveball a little bit. Didn't have control of it early. Starting to get a little bit more command of his arm, and he's painting it on the inner half of the plate, outer half of the plate. There it is again.
So the first inning, he threw 25 pitches. The second inning, he threw 19. And I don't mean to jinx him, but he's only thrown 8, and he's 1 pitch away from being out of this inning. So if he can get more of these 9-pitch type innings,
he's gonna
and
get
not
one.
so many of those double-digit innings, he's going to be around for a while.
Does just that on 9 pitches. He'll retire the Winter Colome Pheasants here in the bottom of the 3rd. We're going to step away. We're going to be back here in 60 seconds. Top of 4. Good baseball taking place here at Cadwell in the opener.
for great taste with only 96 calories and 0 grams of sugar. So when one's done, it's the perfect time to start another. Miller Lite. Hold true.
Shop local with Burke and Gregory Building Centers, your hometown hardware stores, specializing in everything from finding the right drill bit to building your dream home. The crew at Burke and Gregory Building Centers take pride in customer service and are always available to help with any project, big or small. They offer top-of-the-line flooring and cabinetry, a large inventory of rental items, quality Pittsburgh paint, and so much more. Follow them on Facebook and shop online anytime at bgbuildingcenter.com.
Met a man wearing a t-shirt said Virginia is for lovers. Had a Bible in his left hand and a bottle in the other. He said all you're really given is the sunshine in your name. We both started laughing when the sky started.
Welcome back to Cadwell Park. Jody Rosen, Brock Greenfield, bringing you coverage here. About said Brock Anderson, you're wearing the orange up here, representing Lennox in the booth.
Well, actually, not. I'm a Dolan Wheeler and a DC Charger, and now my baseball team, who designed their own uniforms a few years ago, has all sorts of orange splashed in. We've got Columbia blue and orange, and we've got charcoal, and we got black and
you got some
white.
Cool unis.
I've been told they're the best that people have ever seen.
They are.
And contrary to what Fred Obermeyer says, I don't think they look like softball uniforms.
Fred wouldn't say that, would he?
Fred would say that. Fred has said that.
We're back here. You brought up an interesting stat coming into this inning. 53 pitches for one pitcher, 47 for the other.
Yep.
100 total pitches through 4 complete innings by these two guys.
Again, Connor Hopkins being that power pitcher, the strikeout type pitcher, he's gonna rack some up. Anderson a little slower to get started, but boy, he looked good last inning. He looked like he's got command now of his fastball and his off-speed stuff, so it could turn into a heck of a duel. That one falls in front of Calhoun out there in right field. Drew Sweeter on for the second time, the first time via the walk, and now base hit. Chris Krupinski now the batter. Again, we talked about his swing the last at bat. He doesn't get cheated, so let's expect to see him. Big Daddy hacks against the power pitcher.
Should I just cue up the left field camera and have it ready to go?
Well, you never know. Never know. Might not hurt. Shout out to those listening and watching. I've been getting some buzz here. I know Griff is out there watching, and Jay and Shannon and Eric McPeak, the ticket master.
That's what they call me.
You're the live ticket master. There you go. Sweeter fouls the first pitch off. Strike. I'm sorry, second pitch. I got it right on my Game Changer app. Ball 1 and strike 1. The stats on the board: 0, 2, and 1 for Lennox. No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error, and 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 error for the Pheasants. That ball, I think it pulled him.
I do too.
If we check with
I
New
do.
York,
Everybody here.
I'm pretty sure that New York is going to say no. No. In fairness, though, in fairness to the umpire, no real objection from the runner. So maybe he agreed. A lot of times you'll see a runner at least show some emotion. I didn't see anything. Jared Fudness now the batter, designated hitter. I was down in Winter last year calling him Fodness, or calling a kid on the Lennox team Fodness, and I learned that no, it's Fudness down there in Lennox. Up in Castlewood and Watertown area, it's Fodness. So
Bakley, the catcher, fires one down to first and looked like he might have held on to it just a little too long.
Yeah, I think maybe he decided as he was getting ready to release it, he shouldn't. That's kind of the way it looked to me. Fudness looks like he stands quite tall. Fouled off to the right side, out of play. Matt Clark giving chase.
That
He decided,
where's my camera?
Decided to let the little kids get it instead.
Are you sure?
Or
is the kid just beating him?
Maybe that's the case.
Oh, wow.
Swing and a miss. 2-2 now the count. Fudness again, a 309 batter on the season. Lennox only one comes in at 3-15, but we know darn good and well from the performances of some of their younger programs and stuff that they've got talent down there, and they've been in the state tournament a lot. Sometimes it's just a matter of getting your players there on a given night. So sticking around in this game, looking pretty tough. That was a pretty close pitch, but it goes for ball 4. So Fudness draws the walk.
That pitch there makes me think my wife's scheduling me for an optometry appointment when I get some free time over here in Mitchell. These readers don't do me well anymore. I'm going to go to the reading contacts is what I'm going to do.
Interesting. So the batter now, Matt Hansen, third baseman. Runners on first and second. He takes a hack at it and misses, comes up empty.
Hopkins shows a little bit of a change up there. Both pitchers now doing a nice job of mixing up their pitches.
Yep. If you're paying attention at home, you'll see the flag in center field, hanging there limp. But as you look around the ballpark, the trees are blowing, the leaves are blowing, the flags are blowing. It's kind of looks like it's blowing in from left field. And I guess that the flag out there is just protected enough by the trees. It's too big to be blowing, especially when it's hanging at half staff. So 1-1 now the count after the brief conference on the mound. 1 down and runners on first and second. A swing and a miss by Hansen again. Hopkins now up to 63 pitches. He's thrown 16 this inning. Hopkins not confined to a certain pitch count. He might try to keep himself at a certain pitch count, but that is, as far as amateurs go, they can throw 300 if they would like.
We saw Blake Bowes through 180 here a couple weeks ago in district play.
2 years ago, they all start to run together.
That is true.
4 years ago, the district tournament was going on, and there was a real strong pitcher from Clear Lake named Ben Bartling who went into the 13th inning, and I don't even remember. I think he ended up winning the game, but he threw 219 pitches on the night. I think his arm is still in a sling. Ben had like you said, a really, really strong arm, and he was kind of a mainstay there on the mound for a couple different teams in the Eastern Dakota League for a while. I remember seeing him for the first time out in Chamberlain at the American Legion All-Star game, playing for Lead Deadwood. But he's got family ties to Clear Lake and landed there for a while. Miss seeing him around. He was a very good player and a really good guy.
So we've had all these conversations about extended pitching or extended pitch performances. What's the most we've ever seen Brady Knowles throw for Parkston?
In Brady's world, yeah, you just assume that 1 week is it just all kind of blurs together. I know the one year he threw something like 600, I think, in a week in 8 days. It was ridiculous. But
Brady, you're a hero to all of us that got to watch you do those things. You fit in with that conversation. Well, we're through 3.5. It's still 1-0. We go to the home half here in 60 seconds.
Well, it finally happened, Zachary. Somebody burned down my she shed.
Nobody burned down your she shed, Cheryl.
Well, my she shed's on fire.
Your she shed was struck by lightning.
Zachary, is my she shed covered by State Farm?
Your she shed's covered, Cheryl.
You hear that, Victor? I'm getting a new she shed.
She shear?
Mm-hmm.
That's wonderful news.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
The Lodestar Casino in Fort Thompson has over 200 slot machines, and our blackjack tables are open Wednesday through Sunday. Big things are always happening at the Lodestar Casino and Motel, located just minutes from the interstate, nestled along the Missouri River on the Crow Creek Indian Reservation. You'll find some of the best camping, fishing, and hunting in the region. Whether you're just passing through or plan on staying at our motel, come enjoy an experience that will keep you coming back for more. See you soon at the Lodestar Casino.
Met a man wearing a t-shirt said Virginia's for lovers. Had a Bible in his left hand and a bottle in the other. He said all you're really given is the sunshine in your name. We both started laughing.
Welcome back here to Cadwell Park in Mitchell, South Dakota. We're back to live action. Of course, taking a look at one of our official sponsors, Harry K. Ford out of Winter. They have the scoreboard for our tournament on the webcast through 4.5, halfway through this game.
3.5.
3.5. We're not halfway through.
Yeah.
I'll save it. No, I guess I started at Lennox right now with no runs on 2 hits and an error. Winter Colome with 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error.
Special thanks goes out to Harry K. and everybody who helps to make this broadcast possible. As I was listening to and watching the State Legion tournament the last couple days, I know that Harry K. is the prime sponsor, premier sponsor of that event, and I really appreciate it. Living up in Clark, I'm not able to just run down to Lennox, so it's wonderful to be able to watch and
Here's
listen.
what's really crazy is this weekend we have this unit here covering the state amateur tournament, but you're going to be able to watch the Class B junior state tournament out of Groton on. Nathan's going on the road again to make sure all the state tournaments being covered.
Well, a little line drive out to second base, hauled in by Karpinski.
Pulls a little Odell Beckham, throws it out, doesn't get it cleanly, but just pulls it into the body.
That's a good analogy. That was an Odell-ish play. Austin Ritchie now the batter, designated hitter, batting 341 on the season in the 8 hole, followed by Kelly O'Brien, 476 on the season. Not a bad 8-9 punch.
7-8-9, but it really feels like Brock has settled in. You know, there's got to be jitters moving up that next level of competition.
Well, it's not just moving up, but they're the first game of the amateur tournament, and I mean, fresh off the championship in the State Legion tournament. Here he is now playing with the big boys on the biggest field. He's probably the biggest in the biggest environment that he's ever stepped on the mound, and they've got the big one, so to speak, the one after the opening ceremonies and all that festivity, and I got to hand it to him. He's settled in quite nicely. Kelly O'Brien, the batter, third baseman for the Winter Colome Pheasants, batting 476, as I said, on the regular season. Anderson now up to 62 pitches.
That clip has slowed down substantially.
Ball lined into center field. Billy Stitz is there, hauls it in for out number 3. 63 pitches through 4 innings.
Nice rip on the ball, but guess what? All for naught as Stitz shuts him down. We'll be back in 60 seconds. We go to top of 5.
Are you looking to steal a deal on your next vehicle? Whether you're looking for a car, truck, or SUV, shop from over 1,000 vehicles at menholtauto.com. Menholt Auto Group is a proud supporter of the South Dakota State Baseball Tournament and would like to wish good luck to all participating players and teams. Have a great game and knock one out of the park from Denny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet, Toyota, and Rushmore Honda. All 3 stores conveniently located off I-90 Exit 60, Rapid City.
Miller Lite is brewed with great taste, only 96 calories, and 0 grams of sugar. Now that's a combo. Miller Lite, hold true. worth, one more calorie. What are you holding? Miller Lite. Hold true.
Some people say the good old days are gone, but Harry K keeps proving them all wrong. The K stands for quality, like the way things used to be. The best sales and service in Central South Dakota. Harry K, the people difference. Harry K, the people difference.
Welcome back here to Cadwell Park. We're one out through here, the top of 5, as that's going to be a ground out to second base in this opening game between the Lennox only one alpaca versus the winter Colome Pheasants. Going to kind of pull up the scoreboard, settle in here. Connor Hopkins pitching a gem, as is Brock Anderson. This has really become a hell of a pitching duel between these two pitchers. Connor Hopkins got to be getting close to double digits already with strikeouts. And Brock Anderson starting to ring him up also. A few backwards
Hopkins
Ks,
with 8.
half swing Ks. 8. Connor kicks home a fastball. He's not getting that inside corner. That's one of those pitches. He's been close a few times. He's kind of filled up that strike zone. That may be a pitch he gets later because it is close. But I like an umpire that stays true, hold true to your strike zone.
The problem with what you said is you started with saying, I like an umpire.
I know.
You can't like an umpire. Come on. No matter what. I kid. I remember the time that I told at I emceed the Hall of Fame banquet in Clark in 2006, and I told the joke about the baseball game between those in heaven and those in hell. The game was coached by God and the devil, and I said, that God had all the greats on his side, and Satan said, yeah, but I have all the umpires. See. And I looked around the room, and all the players were laughing, and all the umpires were sitting there stoic. They were stone-faced. But I think they've heard that before, too.
Billy Stitz coming to the plate. Lennox only one alpaca with their leadoff hitter at the dish. Connor Hopkins kind of had some questions for the home plate umpire after that last one. Yeah, he wanted to know where that one was.
The third and fourth balls were both borderline at worst. Pretty close. There's a throw over to first base. Leisinger is back.
Good speed on the bases right now, too. He can move.
Stitz is not a slouch either. I don't think you're going to double these two up unless you have a laser beam hit at somebody or a line drive. Oh, there's a line drive. Dang it. Did you see how Hopkins reached behind him?
Yep.
He dang near came up with that.
That was one of those needle in the haystack prayers there.
Yeah. Yeah, if he'd come up with that would have been submitted. We'd have had Jody snipping that down and sending it to ESPN.
My goodness, I should have the replays pulled up. What am I doing? Brock, what is wrong with me?
Bad engineering.
I agree.
Ball hit out to Zach Harder in left field. He hauls it in, fires it to third base, keeping the runners where they were.
You know what I liked about that?
What's that?
No hesitation at all. Oh. Knew he was going to fire to third, keep that runner tight.
Absolutely.
That's where you go back to the old slogan phrase, baseball is 90% mental, the other half is physical.
Yep. Drew Sweeter down the batter, a very tough out. 1 for 1 with a walk. Looking to do some damage. This ball popped out into the parking lot.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, Rodney's on the he's on the sound effects.
This feels like weekend 2. The last time we were here, Rodney didn't get here that first week. Things picked up that second weekend. Just kind of got that vibe here tonight. Where was that?
Oh, my gosh. Wow. That one was right down Broadway. We're happy to have Rodney back. It's always a joy. Heck, last year his mom was out here after the game. She'd come out here because Rodney wanted to say hi. We'd FaceTime after the ball games. Calhoun hauls in that line drive to retire the side, puts down the threat.
No errors, 2 left. After 4.5 innings.
No runs on 1 hit. They'll strand 2. We go to the home half. We are halfway through the game. Back in 60 seconds with more from Cadwell Park in the 87th Annual State Amateur Baseball Tournament.
Right now is a great time to be planning for the next growing season. Fall fertilizer application can give your crops a strong start in the spring. Because the nutrients available and needed in each field vary, your Agtegra agronomist can help determine your specific nutrient needs and the benefits of applying them now. To optimize your inputs for next year's crop, contact your Agtegra agronomist for details or visit agtegra.com today.
Best tailgate? It's gotta be burgers. And an ice cold Coke.
Real football y pollo asado.
Hoops and wings. Dude, subs.
Nah, hot dog.
No, Dodger dog.
I'll drink to that. Pass me a Coke. It's gotta be crawfish.
Mac and cheese. No. 7-layer dip.
Ribs.
No contest.
Hummus.
What?
You need a hot grill.
An ice cold Coke.
Of course.
Football and Coke. Come on.
It's got to be Coke.
Game day? Race day.
Calls for Coke.
You know it.
It's tailgating 101.
Met a man wearing a t-shirt said Virginia is for lovers. Had a Bible in his left hand and a bottle in the other.
Welcome back to Cadwell, South Dakota, or Cadwell, South Dakota. Feels like a town. Gotta adjust my mic because I lost it here for a second.
There's more population here than in a lot of small South Dakota towns.
There really is. Jody Brozick at LiveTicket.tv with Commissioner Brock Greenfield. Pleased to bring you opening game coverage here of the 87th Annual State Amateur Baseball Tournament.
Jeff Harris, the batter, leading off, the leadoff batter leading off this inning. Taps that out to the first baseman. Riley up with it and flips it to the pitcher, Anderson, covering. Anderson now at 65 pitches on the evening. Again, after the first inning in which he threw 25, he's really settled in nicely. One down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Reed Harder now the batter. Reed, another one of those guys that's really made his mark on South Dakota Amateur Baseball. He started playing as a Legion pickup here a few years ago. I remember one play, it was crucial. They had the infield drawn in, and Reed made a diving play to his side, popped up and fired the guy out at the plate and preserved the lead or the tie at the time. I don't remember what exactly the situation was, but I was just like, wow, that was a heck of a play. And he has just made play after play, and he's hit the ball well too, as I recall historically.
He's now starting to hit with more power this year.
Is that right?
I don't think he quite hit double digits, but
poked that one out there.
Oh, they can't come up with it.
Landed right in front of the warning track, and the sign in the background says 374. So that would have been out of a lot of baseball parks in South Dakota as well. We're going to give that one a double. Landed just out of the reach of Pingray, but I got to believe that he was, starting to probably think about where's that wall and stuff, and he might have short-armed it a little bit, but still, it wasn't as though he got to it and camped under it or anything. So.
No.
If I hit the ball that far and first of all, I'm probably only going to get a single, but if I don't get credited with a hit, I'm going to be a little upset. So right on cue, Harder comes up with that power stroke that you were talking about, and then Calhoun follows up with a RBI single. Hard ground ball up the middle.
So we said Brock Anderson had started to settle in and get comfortable with the strike zone. It looks like the Pheasants may have started to settle into his pitch sequence here a little bit. sitting more off speed, reacting fastball instead of the other way around. Oh,
Lamley
this is a
drops
shocker.
down. Looked like he was butting for a hit there. Kind of tried to drag it.
For winner Colome, the left fielder, Zach Carter.
I didn't expect that. I know Lamley can bunt, but he'd had 2 nice swings at the at-bats where he got nice swings in. It caught everybody off guard. So this is going to bring Zach Carter to the plate, who made that nice catch out in left field. The harder and harder, working harder for the Pheasants connection. You didn't catch that. You didn't follow.
Well, I did, but I'm
You're going to leave it alone?
I've opted to score that last one a sacrifice bunt, even though I don't believe that's what he was
intending to do.
And
Sweeter going to take that pop up.
Pop fly retires aside.
Well, listen, we're more than halfway through this game, and it's 2-0 Pheasants over Lennox, only one Alpaca. We're going to be back in 60 seconds with more from Cadwell Park here in Mitchell, South Dakota.
Are you looking to steal a deal on your next vehicle? Whether you're looking for a car, truck, or SUV, shop from over 1,000 vehicles at menholtauto.com. Menholt Auto Group is a proud supporter of the South Dakota State Baseball Tournament and would like to wish good luck to all participating players and teams. Have a great game and knock one out of the park from Denny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet, Toyota, and Rushmore Honda. All 3 stores conveniently located off I-90 Exit 60, Rapid City.
T-shirt said Virginia is for lovers. Had a Bible in his left hand and a bottle in the other. He said all you're really given is the sunshine in your name. We both started laughing when the sky started to rain. Get along down.
Here we go. We're back. Top of 6 here at the 87th Annual State Amateur Baseball Tournament. Our sponsor, 2 of our sponsors, official sponsors here at this tournament. Harry K. Ford out a winner, bringing you the scoreboard. And when we take a look right now, it's Lennox, no runs, 3 hits, 1 error. Winter Colome Pheasants, 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error. The one thing you want to do is give Harry K. a call about those K savings. Plenty of Ks in this game here tonight.
That's for sure. Both pitchers up to the task here in the opening game of the state tournament. That ball smashed down the third base line, but foul. The batter, Chris Kropinski.
The other one, as you can see, is Porter Distributing. Have been a sponsor of this webcast since day one. They're a proud sponsor.
Ball lifted out into right field. Calhoun hustles over to get it. Oh my goodness, what a play. Almost pegging him at second base, but I give Chris Kropinski a lot of credit for hustling out of the box there. He hit it down the right field line, and he said, I've got 2 bases on my mind, and he came up, managed to dive in safely just ahead of the throw, but boy, Calhoun made a good play out there.
That's good wheels, getting to that ball and getting that relay in. Hit the cutoff, right?
Absolutely.
I couldn't see. The post was in my way.
And yeah, credit to him for throwing it on line like that. If he would have been able to plant and just get a little bit more on it, probably wouldn't have had to cut it, but he still made a very strong throw. Pretty impressive. But Lennox now in business, leadoff batter on, and Fudness up to bat, DH for the Alpacas. See if he goes on the throw. No, he looks him back, fires across. Kelly O'Brien with a nice play there.
Boy, that's one you want to queue up and you want to show young kids. This is how you play third base with a runner on second base.
Yep. He fielded the ball, took a step as though, hey, if you break, I'm throwing it that way, or running you down, and then fired it across. The whole time, Kropinski out there at second base was retreating. So credit to Kelly O'Brien for knowing how to play the position. One down, man on second. There's a pickoff attempt, a little high. Nice job by Harder to come up with it.
Nice job by Krapinski to provide kind of a post for him to not fall over the
Steady
bag.
himself on, yeah.
They kind of smile at each other out there.
Ball lifted into foul territory. I think it's going to get out. Hits the net. But the foul ball would have been a very difficult play for anybody to make. Get over there close to the net, and you start to wonder if it's going to get out over it or end up tangled up in it or what. Pretty intimidating. I guess it beats a chain link fence, though.
It does. I was just thinking. A lot of foul territory here where you can, I don't know, maybe it's just kind of that musclemonomics, if you will. You're used to the smaller fields where you kind of take so many steps in foul territory, and you hear footsteps or rattling chain link fence.
Now, I got to ask, did somebody dare you to say musclemonomics on because I've had that when I've been doing games before. Hey, say thus and such.
No.
But I've never heard musclemonomics.
It is musclemonomics.
I'll be darned. Hey, did you notice, Jody, that the center field
I
grass
love it.
is mowed like a flag that's hanging down?
I love it. If you take a look out there in center field, folks, you can see it. It does look like Brock Sundahl actually posted a picture here of that, and I was just amazed. I thought, nice job, Mitchell.
That
Parks.
might have been me. Did he put one out there too? Just awesome, and it looked so good in the pregame. I took one. I
think
a picture.
his was like a drone shot of it. Maybe he got from the Mitchell Parks department.
That could be.
But it was beautiful.
Yeah, everything has been just tremendous from the opening ceremonies on. Nice job again by Mitchell, the Exchange Club, and Mitchell Baseball, Jocko.
Oh, Hopkins going to get the backwards K.
Now, that pitch looked possibly low. It was definitely borderline, but...
I guess not only if you keep them consistent, if you just ask the question once in a while, where was that?
Hurt. Yeah, if you ask the question and don't carry on about it and try to show the ump up, he'll gain a little respect for you, too. I know sometimes the way a pitcher reacts on the mound does have an impact on how the ump calls that next pitch or two.
Unquestionably.
Easy for you to say.
Musclemonomics is a lot easier than unquestionably.
Tyson Stabner, the catcher, and the Legion pickup now up to bat. He takes that for strike one, 1-1 the count. Again, the runner out on second base is Chris Krapinski. And the line drive double down the right field line. See if Stabner can't knock him in here. Lennox looking to get on the board. They've got 4 hits up there. Everything matches except that runs column. 4 hits for both teams, 1 error committed by both teams. Ball skips in there for ball 3. 3-1 now the count.
Stabner sitting in where in that batting order 7, 8, 9 right now for the only one alpaca. I got to get used to that one.
That one fouled straight back.
Is it coming at us?
Oh, it's straight over my head.
Okay.
It did a flyover. Opening night flyover.
Hopkins comes set. Oh.
And he walks.
He's mad at himself now.
You know, we were talking earlier in the game about the high pitch count by Anderson, and now it's turning around, and Connor Hopkins now up to 95.
And where is Brock at? 70s?
73.
Wow.
Yeah. Ryan Pingree now the batter, left fielder for the Alpacas. Courtesy runner. It looks to be, gosh, they've got number 6 times 2 or 3.
This one deep to left field. Look at Harder speed, gonna run it down. Over his shoulder catch for Zach Harder in this big ballpark.
One more of those, it would have been out of a lot of
other
ballparks in the state.
Brock. Wow.
Yeah.
We're going to step away for 60 seconds as the Pheasants breathe a sigh of relief. Congratulate Reed Harder. We'll step away. Back in 60 to Cadwell.
Miller Lite is brewed with great taste, only 96 calories, and 0 grams of sugar. Now that's a combo. Miller Lite, hold true.
Life's an adventure filled with excitement, challenges, and achievement. Farmers Union Insurance can provide you the safety net to keep you moving toward your goals and enjoying life's rewards. With multiple locations across the state, Farmers Union Insurance agents provide quick quotes and professional services you deserve. Since 1948, Farmers Union Insurance has focused on insuring the people of South Dakota. From the most remote quarter section to the busiest intersection, Farmers Union Insurance, insuring a brighter tomorrow.
Met a man wearing a t-shirt, said Virginia is for lovers. Had a Bible in his left hand and a bottle in the other. He said all you're really given is the sunshine in your name. We both started laughing when the sky started to rain. Get along on down the road, we got a long, long way to go. Scared to live, scared to die. We ain't perfect, but we try. Get along while we can. Always give love the upper hand. Paint a wall, learn to dance. Call your mom, buy a boat, drink a beer, sing a song, make a friend. Can't we all get along? Saw a model on.
Welcome back to Cadwell Park. We're getting some defensive changes recorded in Game Changer by Brock. I'm going to take it until you have them.
I'm good.
We know Sweeter is on the mound doing the pitching, and Buchelman, not Bueller, is not catching. Buchelman. Hot shot to the shortstop. We're not sure who that is. It's going to be a 6-3 putout. Number 18 is at shortstop. That is Justin Underwood. Not Kerry Underwood or Justin Bieber. Justin Underwood.
So we're going to guess that he's in the lineup perhaps for Fudness.
Fudness is the one we were looking for, correct?
A real problem here at the state tournament when you have substitutes. Nobody says a word. The umps just stand there and they just let things go. So we have to guess. Underwood presumably is in the 5 hole, and Buchelman presumably is in the 7 hole. So I'm going to try to catch things up here for just a moment.
The one thing that we do know, it is Chandler Bakley of Martin, South Dakota at the plate for the Winter Colome Pheasants. Sweeter going to get even here, 2-2 the count with 1 away.
You know, all throughout the season, these coaches are accustomed to announcing their defensive changes. The umps are accustomed to turning and looking and pointing and letting people know. They get to the state tournament, and the one year I know we had walkie-talkies down there and tried to. Oh, that was tough. Very close play over there at first base after the throw pulled the first baseman. That's Justin Riley. Came off the bag to make the play and then got his foot back on the bag. Nice play over there by Hansen, too, to haul that ball in.
That was a high chopper. That's not an easy play.
It's tough, like I said, too, tough call for the ump. I got to give him deference, though. He's right there. It was bang for sure, but he had a very good angle at which foot got to the base first.
Ooh, Austin Ritchie, the magnet for a hit by pitch during the course of a season, does just that here in the 87th annual State Amateur Baseball Tournament. Might have been the 87th time he's been hit in his career. That's how often he gets hit.
Is that right?
It is.
You know, a little aside about that, Richie Remmers from Castlewood and Watertown, a good friend of mine, and also a good sports writer back in the day, and now still working with the PO, but with the public opinion. But Richie Remmers used to get hit like it was his job, and I said to him one time, how many pitches that you've been hit on have actually been strikes? And he said easily over a third. So here he is getting his elbow out there and over the plate and not getting told, no, you stay here. That's a strike. Frustration.
Great observation and stories here from the state tournament. We'll be back in 60 seconds. We're going to top of 7, coming down that home stretch. Winter Colome leading 2-0 on that Harry K scoreboard.
We've got a history of serving you, a history of family-owned community banking that goes back over 100 years. We grew up here. We're local. And local ownership means local decisions. It means our products are tailored to meet local needs. We take pride in our support of many local organizations and encourage community growth through charitable contributions and employee involvement. First Fidelity Bank, member FDIC. First-class banking on a first-name basis.
The Golden Buffalo Casino at Lower Brule is proud of our area youth for their competitive spirit and participation in the various high school activities. It takes dedication and commitment to be the best you can be. It's all about sportsmanship and not whether you win or lose, but how you play the game. The Golden Buffalo Casino is your winning destination for great food and more ways to win, more often. Our youth, our future. We at the Golden Buffalo Casino say thanks for all you do.
I don't know the uniform.
Back at Cadwell Park, Jody Brozick and Brock Greenfield bringing you coverage here. Going to have a pinch hitter stepping in.
A t-shirt said Virginia is for lovers. Had a Bible in
As
his
we
lap.
adjust our cameras and get us back to where we're supposed to be. The alpacas, I like it. Pack of wolves is what I'd call them, Kirchners.
I'm sorry, I was just making sure that we were getting that substitution. They've got 2 number 6s listed that were both on the bench, and the one that is not even on the lineup card is apparently the one that's up to bat. So
Okay. We know it's Connor Hopkins and Chandler Backley.
Well, we think it's Connor Hopkins.
Yeah, we do. No, it's not. It's 34. It's Connor Hopkins. Little bit of a struggle out there at shortstop, it looked like. Gracer struggled with that one. Must have got up in the wind.
I would imagine that wind, it's whipping the flags here pretty good. Not the one out in center field, but the rest of them.
When that one in center field gets whipping, you know it's a breezy.
Billy Stitz now the batter. Top of the order for Lennox. Pickup player from Coleman. Faster than greased lightning, I would say. I remember a few years ago, Billy Stitz shows up to the state tournament. He's a pickup player. No, he wasn't. Yes, he was. He was a pickup player playing for Coleman. He had a severely pulled hamstring, and he still just tore it up. He was remarkable. He hit the ball. He got on base. He rounded the bases. Every step was a struggle, but, man, that was a show of guts. Kind of the theory that Jesse Van Overbeck once shared with me, though. Jesse Van Overbeck had sustained an injury, and I said, jeepers. He had dislocated his finger, and he came back to play the next game, and I said, that was gross. I said, I'm surprised you're back. He said, it's a long way from the heart.
Yeah, I have heard that comment before also. You know, you spend 3 months just having fun. Then you get to district play and you try to qualify. And then once you qualify, it becomes the real season.
Yeah, that's right. And, you know, as we've seen over the years, one and done in the state tournament.
This one hit to left.
This is a time of year when you see the underdog knocking off the big gun and so on and so forth. And, frankly, I'd say you have the makings of that right here. Everybody would have expected Winter Colome to come into this game as a major favorite.
You look at their record, 3-15 during the course of the regular season.
Versus 15-3.
Right.
So, but they're hanging around and playing well. Nice
Brock,
job.
as they say, and that's why they play the game.
Yep, absolutely.
This one hit to deep center.
Deep for most parks.
Pretty shallow for here, actually. That's what Brock was alluding to. Jeff Harris with a catch out there to end the top of the 7th. Clean sweep here so far for the Pheasants. They come to the dish in the home half of the 7th. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Are you looking to steal a deal on your next vehicle? Whether you're looking for a car, truck, or SUV, shop from over 1,000 vehicles at menholtauto.com. Menholt Auto Group is a proud supporter of the South Dakota State Baseball Tournament and would like to wish good luck to all participating players and teams. Have a great game and knock one out of the park from Denny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet, Toyota, and Rushmore Honda. All 3 stores conveniently located off I-90 Exit 60, Rapid City.
Miller Lite is brewed for great taste with only 96 calories and 0 grams of sugar. So when one's done, it's the perfect time to start another. Miller Lite, hold true.
Shop local with Burke and Gregory Building Centers, your hometown hardware stores, specializing in everything from finding the right drill bit to building your dream home. The crew at Burke and Gregory Building Centers take pride in customer service and are always available to help with any project, big or small. They offer top-of-the-line flooring and cabinetry, a large inventory of rental items, quality Pittsburgh paint, and so much more. Follow them on Facebook and shop online anytime at bgbuildingcenter.com.
Met a man wearing a t-shirt said Virginia is for lovers. Had a Bible in his left hand and a bottle in the other. He said all you're really given is the sunshine.
Top of the order coming to the plate here. As we go to bottom of 7, this is Jeff Harris. It's going to be just one pitch, one bounce to the first baseman, one step for the putout. 1-1-1. Oh, my bad.
I just realized something.
Go ahead.
By taking out Brock Anderson at 73 pitches, they've ensured that if they come back and win this game, that he can come back and pitch on Sunday. If he had gone over 81, he would not have been able to.
Going back to the Legion baseball rules.
And yes, and Drew Sweeter appears to be the ace of the squad. He's 3-2 on the season. Of course, the only pitcher with the winning record as they dropped all the other games pitched by other guys. So he's got a lively fastball, and he's going to be. I would say he's going to keep him in the game the rest of the way. So be interesting to see if they come back and win. My money's on Brock Anderson to get the start again, or he can at least pitch in relief. But if they'd have burned him, he wouldn't have been able to come back until their third game.
So is he bound by all the Legion pitch counts through the whole tournament?
Yes.
He is.
And we have made that clear. Well, we've tried to. There has been a little bit of confusion, I guess. That ball hit hard, but the first baseman gobbles it up. Justin Riley with a nice play over there.
Consecutive putouts by Riley over at first.
That one presented more of a challenge, though. Nice play on the hard hit ball by Harder.
As my good friend Troy Lance likes to call those, that was a worm burner.
Yeah.
Scorching the top of the grass.
But an Adam ball nonetheless.
Yep.
Hit it at him.
Ooh.
This ball hugs.
He threw it at him.
Yeah. Second pitch also inside.
Did you see Austin's reaction?
Yeah. Gave him a look like, dude, that's 2 in a row.
What are you telling me?
Yeah. And that one off the plate on the outside part.
Oh, it comes right back. Consecutive strikes. That one belt high right down the heart of the plate.
And I apologize if you're watching on Game Changer. I hit a couple buttons that were wrong, and so I had the wrong thing, but it's now right on track again.
So let's take a look. Lennox in their last 2 games by teams from their hometown. 2 runs given up, 2 runs scored here in the last 24 hours. Playing pretty good baseball. Right now they trail 2-0. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Well, it finally happened, Zachary. Somebody burned down my she shed.
Nobody burned down your she shed, Cheryl.
Well, my she shed's on fire.
The she shed was struck by lightning.
Zachary, is my she shed covered by State Farm?
Your she shed's covered, Cheryl.
You hear that, Victor? I'm getting a new she shed.
She shear?
Mm-hmm.
That's wonderful news.
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
The Lodestar Casino in Fort Thompson has over 200 slot machines, and our blackjack tables are open Wednesday through Sunday. Big things are always happening at the Lodestar Casino and Motel, located just minutes from the interstate, nestled along the Missouri River on the Crow Creek Indian Reservation. You'll find some of the best camping, fishing, and hunting in the region. Whether you're just passing through or plan on staying at our motel, come enjoy an experience that will keep you coming back for more. See you soon at the Lodestar Casino.
Chris Kopinski going to be at the plate here for the Lennox. Only one alpaca, their official team name. Only one alpaca. They are a pack of one. Playing some good baseball here as we go to top of 8. We'll go ahead and fix our scoreboard as I kind of got finger happy and went with a capital O. Good game here in the opener of the 87th Annual State Amateur Baseball Tournament. Got to see some really good baseball. It's been pitcher dominant so far, but both teams getting some opportunities. Right now, Winter Colome has been able to cash in with a couple, one on an error and one on an RBI base hit after an extra base double by Reed Harder.
109. I was just asked how many pitches has Hopkins thrown. He's now at 109.
Two pitch, gonna miss. It's gonna go outside. Full count. You all right, Sundahl?
I mentioned Griff watching before, and he's having a little technical difficulty, but he said his wife Taya is listening in, and she says we sound pretty fair. So
good.
Glad to be able to bring this to you on video and audio and on Game Changer. I was just bragging up the folks at Game Changer last night. Sent them an email. Wasn't long ago, and I was the only one who was using Game Changer. People were saying to me, "Why do you have your iPad out on the field?" I said, "I'm keeping score with this." That all started because one night I got ready for the first game of the year, and I didn't have a scorebook. I didn't have a spare page in any of my old scorebooks. And in a panic, I went to the App Store, and I typed in baseball scorebook. Boom, came across Game Changer.
And now it's everywhere.
Figured it out. Now it's everywhere. It's required for those teams that play high school baseball, used for all the tournaments that I can think of, from youth tournaments on up to adult, and they have become a mainstay in South Dakota and all across the country. So they've got a heck of a product. I don't even hear anybody talk about any of the competing products anymore. So I do appreciate them, and I've had some people asking what the address is. They said they've been searching teams by team name and whatnot, and they can't find them. Well, I'm not 100% sure, but if you go to Facebook to the South Dakota Amateur Baseball page, I've put it on there. It's been shared a few times by different people, so hopefully we're getting the word out there as to how you can follow along, and once you follow that link, it should take you to all the baseball games throughout the tournament, and I guess the A tournament will be available too. So that was Jacob Buchelman. That was his first at bat. He's the new catcher. He went down on strikes. I believe this is Matt Hansen remaining at third base.
The third baseman, Matt Hansen.
And then I think Justin Underwood. Yeah, he was a replacement. They did a little flip-flop, though, when they brought the new guys in. Jeff Harris hustling to track down that looping liner.
Paying dividends with for the pickup, returning the favor for the opportunity to play here with the Winter Colome Pheasants. That was not an easy catch.
Not at all. Harris is fast, and he showed it right there. Good
Dead
job.
Run and picked it up at his ankles. We're going to step away, home half of the 8th. The Pheasants now 3 outs away from closing out Lennox only one alpaca. They could really use a couple insurance runs. We'll see if they can come up with them in 30.
Are you looking to steal a deal on your next vehicle? Whether you're looking for a car, truck, or SUV, shop from over 1,000 vehicles at menholtauto.com. Menholt Auto Group is a proud supporter of the South Dakota State Baseball Tournament and would like to wish good luck to all participating players and teams. Have a great game and knock one out of the park from Denny Menholt Rapid Chevrolet, Toyota, and Rushmore Honda. All 3 stores conveniently located off I-90 Exit 60, Rapid City.
Miller Lite is brewed with great taste, only 96 calories, and 0 grams of sugar. Now that's a combo. Miller Lite, old true. What does it take to burn 1 calorie and enjoy the great taste of Miller Lite? A walk to the bar. More taste is worth 1 more calorie. What are you holding? Miller Lite, old true.
Dylan Lamley at the plate for the Winter Colome Pheasants as we get things going here in the bottom of the 8th.
Lamley 1 for 2 on the night with a sacrifice bunt. He's hit 2 laser beams up the middle and then tried to, I talked about whether it was a squeeze bunt, or not a squeeze bunt, but a drag bunt, or whether it was a sacrifice. We gave it the sacrifice, aired on the side of giving him the benefit of the doubt. He hits this one out into left center on the line. Goes for, he's trying to stretch a single into a double. There's going to be close play.
Oh, my goodness. If he goes feet first, he doesn't get there.
That's a hustle play. My goodness. The ump right on top of it. I believe he made the right call. That was just a great job. You look at Lamley, and he's a pretty big big kind of guy, but he hustled out of the box. That's the second hustle double that we've seen tonight. First one against Winter Colome, this one in their favor. This is Zach Harder with the, he squares and takes it high for ball 1.
Lamley hurt himself out there just now.
Really?
Yeah. Speaking of bunts.
Nice bunt. Pitcher going to take it himself. He applies the tag a little bit hard. But we're not a bunch of snowflakes here, so.
We will have the 50-50 draw.
Gets the job done, moves the guy up. Now he's 90 feet away, looking to score on a sacrifice fly, wild pitch, ground out. Well, everybody's drawn in. Shortstop, little over half. Now he's in on the grass. So everybody in on the grass. They're going to try to chop the run and keep this at a 2-run ball game.
That release point was a lot lower than previous pitches, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Going to be a suicide squeeze, and Derek Gracer does a wonderful job of getting the ball down. Dylan Lamley broke as Sweeter went into his motion. Good job.
For the Pheasants, the catcher, Chandler.
See if we caught that entire replay. We're going to see.
Get him on, get him over, get him in.
Here's the replay. Nope. Next pitch. This is going to be an extended replay of that squeeze bunt. If you take a look over there at third.
Well, you didn't miss anything. Chandler Bakley hit by the next pitch, so.
There you see Lamley on the move, the bunt. Great execution.
We got a courtesy runner coming into the game, number 55. And that is Cale Miners.
For Winter Colome, number 55, Cale Miners.
Austin Ritchie, now the batter, designated hitter, batting .340-something on the season. As I mentioned, always a good stick. See if Cale Miners doesn't try to move up. We got 2 down. He'd like to get into scoring position. He's standing there on the base, actually, as that ball is delivered for strike 1. I don't think he had gotten the signs yet, and pitch was delivered. So now he's got a modest lead. Steps back a little bit. Not a big lead at all. Sweeter with a very high leg kick. Time was called. No pitch. Got to believe Sweeter's going to vary that up, not continue with that super high leg kick with the runner on base. Again, a very high leg kick. This one smashed out into the right center field gap. The fielders give chase, and Ryan Pingray is there to haul it in. Boy, they closed in a hurry. I didn't think either one of them was going to get there, and they were both really on top of it.
I was watching Stites
So was I.
to see if he was going to get there, and then here comes the right fielder. You said it was who?
Pingray.
Pingray comes over and makes a great defensive grab. More importantly, though, if you're a Winter Colome fan, they do get an insurance run. We'll be back to see if they can get 3 up or at least 3 outs before they give up more than 2 runs. We'll be back in 60.
Oh.
384 47.
Some people say the good old days are gone, but Harry K keeps proving them all wrong. The K stands for quality, like the way things used to be. The best sales and service in Central South Dakota. Harry K, the people difference. Harry K, the people difference. Met a man wearing a t-shirt said Virginia.
Justin Underwood of the Lennox only one Alpaca coming to the plate, trying to get things started here. We're in top of 9.
Connor Hopkins just delivered his 118th pitch, so he has had a few where he's been pretty efficient. Again, pitch count piles up as he has amassed 10 strikeouts, actually 5 bases on balls also, so there's 30 and 20. That's 50 pitches right there.
And fans, the winner, $62 and 50/50, Kent Riley of Lennox.
Kent Riley, the winner of the 50-50 drawing. Count to Justin Underwood, 1-2. Underwood with his first at bat of the night as he came in and as a defensive replacement a couple innings ago when Sweeter moved to the mound. Grounds out to second base for the first out of the inning.
That is Zach Harder coming over, making that. Oh, excuse me, Reed. Getting that 4-3 put out.
Pingray now the batter. He's the one that came up with the catch on the Ritchie. What could have been an RBI double, presumably, had that gotten down. Let's see if the old adage holds true that the guy who made the great play the last inning comes up with a big hit in the next inning.
Connor going to miss bad. Kind of just, that was a quick tap to his chest. Normally, if it's my bad, they'll give the heart. That was just a quick.
I'm still wondering why nobody says my good. Goes after the high cheese there, swing and a miss. May have tipped it. 1-2 the count to Ryan Pingray.
It's considered cockiness if you go, I'm good.
My only question is why so many people have to point out that it was their bad. Everybody knows it.
That is true.
The pitch, and he lifts this one out into left field. Zach Harder came sprinting in, and then he camped. Nice job to get under it and just camp. I so often see guys just drifting. They see that it's, hit one way or the other, and they kind of just drift and get to the spot as the ball gets to the spot. Not Zach Harder. He got to the spot and just waited for it.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Chad Morrison now the batter. This is his second at bat.
It's really crazy. Just took a look at the clock.
Yeah.
This thing has flown along.
It's been a well-played game. Hour and 45 minutes now. Ball 2. They're down to their last out. Lennox only one. Having played a nice game tonight. Trying to put something together with 2 down. That one fouled off. 2-1 the count.
Beer. Rodney.
Yeah, Rodney's always on point with the sound effects. That one fouled off into the parking lot. That one might do some damage. Oh, yeah.
There it is.
Rodney. Windows breaking and cars skidding.
I was ducking.
And he goes down on strikes to end the game. Hour and 46 minutes.
For Lennox in the time.
Connor Hopkins, how many did he end up with?
No errors, none left.
He threw.
Final score.
Doggone it.
In Class B of the 2019.
I just had switched away. Let's see. He threw 131 pitches, of which 76 were strikes and 55 were balls. Gave up 4 hits, no runs, walked 5, struck out 11. Didn't hit anybody.
That's
stranded 9 runners on base.
Quite the performance.
Really was. Nice to get the big win under their belt. They're going to be set up very nicely for their second game. Of course, it doesn't, it remains to be seen who they're going to play, but they've got arms. They're going to be in good shape coming into the Sunday night ball game.
If they play defense and can produce put some hits together, they'll be all right. There's 2 good teams waiting, though.
Absolutely.
That's the beauty of the state amateur. It don't get easier. It gets really good as we go deeper into this tournament. We're going to break from this broadcast. I want to thank Brock Greenfield, the commissioner of South Dakota Amateur Baseball Association, jumping on the mic, making the call with me, bringing you coverage as we get things going here.
My pleasure.
And thank you for that Harry K. scoreboard report. That was awesome. Recap.
Oh, you're welcome. Hey, by the way, you mentioned Harry K. as one of the main sponsors and Porter Distributing.
Yes.
And I was my mind goes to Harry K. Well, Harry Carey was Harry C., but he was a big fan of the beer, so
it's only appropriate, isn't it?
It was perfect. Yeah, match made in heaven there with those 2 sponsors. So thank you once again to those people and everybody who's helped to bring this to you on liveticket.tv, sportsticketlive.com.
Yep. And you got to thank the South Dakota Amateur Baseball Association they got a lot of work to do. The Mitchell Parks Department, Mitchell Baseball Association. So many people come together to make this tournament happen,
and of course Jocko Johnson, who is the heart and soul of it from Harv Sports Shop. He, without him, this tournament wouldn't be half the success that it is. And frankly, I don't know that it'd be in Mitchell as often as it is. There's nobody who works harder to bring you a state amateur baseball tournament than Jocko.
Kudos, Jocko. For Brock, this is Jody saying thank you for watching and listening to the opener of the 87th Annual State Amateur Baseball Tournament. Winter Colome victorious 3-0 over Lennox, only one Alpaca. We'll be back here in about 20 minutes for Game 2. It's on tap. See, who do we have lined up here?
Why Not Expos and Corsica Stickney Horned Frogs.
The Horned Frogs. They're on jags.live on our network. You can watch it on that or here on the homepage. We'll be back here in a half hour.
Met a man wearing a t-shirt said Virginia is for lovers. Had a Bible in his left hand and a bottle in the other. He said all you're really given is the sunshine in your name. We both started laughing when the sky started to rain. Get along on down the road.